I decided to turn on my flash because it was a little bit dark. So as you can see, I have another cage on top of Patch's cage, and it is because I am babysitting my cousin's pig for, I would say, about 2 weeks, I think, if I counted correctly. So they are chilling, and the cage does hang off a little bit, but it is very secure, and there's nothing over here that would make it so she would fall off, because it's not really that much, and it doesn't wobble or anything, so it's really good. And she still has hay from earlier today and food, and of course, but stuff like that. She's intrigued because of the shadows. I can't get, yeah. Patches is chilling, and I just wanted to kind of make this video just stating what to do if you ever babysit a guinea pig, or kind of like what to do if your guinea pigs don't kind of get along. I will probably be doing a video on just how, not really to tame your guinea pig, but how to just make your guinea pig tamer, because I know for sure when I first got Patches that she was nippy and growly and just didn't want to be touched or anything, and I figured out a way how to fix her. Oh, hello. So this guinea pig's name is Gwen. That's what my cousin named her. Where are you? You are over here. Okay, just gonna go back in her house now. But, yeah. It is pretty, they do have a kind of interesting relationship, so this is not the first time that Gwen's ever been to my house. If you watched the vlog that I kind of made, actually it was the most recent video, besides this one, and it is when Patches had her first road trip outside of our house and into Gwen's house. And then that same kind of 2 nights, my cousin Alea asked if I would like to babysit her guinea pig because she was going to go up to Washington to visit family. So I said, sure, why not? And I ran it with my parents, and they said fine. And it's really difficult because our guinea pigs don't really get along. It is kind of, they do bite at each other and nip at each other, and they just growl and their teeth chatter, and they try to figure out who's the more dominant one. It's just usual guinea pig behavior. There's never anything serious like blood or pain, weakening. It's just nipping, and I decided to today introduce them properly, because me and Alea, I figured that we just have not been doing it right, and so I decided to do what I have heard about. I did a little bit extra of some research and all the things, so I did that today, and I think in a minute or two I'm going to have some sped up clips of them just chilling, maybe have 1 or 2 that aren't so sped up, but yeah, pretty good relationship. My flash just turned off, but that's okay. I just had it on because it was actually kind of dark in here. But I introduced them today, and they got along pretty good. Another thing I did today is I had them out earlier. I think I might include a picture after this. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so I did do that. There was a picture that will definitely be included here. And it was just them playing in my living room with a pile of grass to eat, and they were fighting, and I did end up splitting the grass pile in half and giving some to Gwen, but they did that, and then I kind of irritated them a bit, and I locked up half the ramp and set them in here and switched them over, so both of them were kind of irritated with each other for a while, but then I introduced them later, which you'll see in my sped up clips, and that actually turned out amazing. They did have that little bit where they'd had some teeth chattering, and then once they kind of got used to each other, they were calm, and they just kind of played around and kind of like snuggled close and did everything and on my porch, and it was really good. And a lot of the time they just didn't move, and so it was just a bunch of clips of them being kind of cute. I took some screenshots, and yeah, but if you ever babysit someone's guinea pig, and it's, so like I said, Alea's guinea pig has been to my house before in this exact cage, and it's nothing new. It's just that they didn't get along, and that was the hard part until apparently now. But if you're babysitting a guinea pig and you, one, don't have one, or two, don't know the guinea pig, or three, just it's never been to your general facility. Sorry if you hear the fireworks in the background. I don't understand people. But anyway, then what I would suggest is, one, if you don't own a guinea pig or had no experience and just don't know anything about it, I would suggest trying not to, or at least do your research or get some advice from the owner of what your what their guinea pig does and everything. Two, if you don't know the guinea pig, I would suggest getting to know the piggy. Like Gwen, let's see if I can get a yes. I believe she's trying to sleep right now. Just sleeping, curled up, being cute. Patches is also sleeping, but her house is darker. She's right in there. But yeah, get to know the guinea pig. And three, if it's never been in your general facility, just get it used to the facility, you know what I mean? So like, if it's the first time at your house, then take it out, hold it in your hands, kind of get it to know, put it on the ground for a little bit, get the feel, and just give it a couple minutes, maybe an hour, maybe even longer, just for it to get used to smells, sights, sounds, because I know for sure that my family is a loud family, so anything in this house has to get used to loudness. So, yes. And if your guinea pigs are just like Patches and Gwen, I would suggest just introducing them slowly. And here's a huge tip, is to never stop. You only ever stop an introduction if there is blood or intense pain, weakening, or something like that. Never if it's just like fur biting or playing around, because it's kind of like dogs. Dogs play fight. Guinea pigs will also play fight. It's kind of like, it's a thing. It's a thing. Like how you kind of play fight with your brothers and sisters. That's what you got to think of. So I did that today when I was reintroducing them for like the 100th time, and it actually worked out fine. I did have to kind of put my hand through them and just get them out of each other's zone for a bit. But overall, it was really good, and I'm glad that it worked out and everything. But I'm now going to play the sped up videos of them just having fun on my porch.
And you want to pick one? I have pink ones in here.
No, I have what I wanted.
And orange.